Holland in the welterweight division submits Tim the Dirty Bird Means by submission via Darce choke at 1 minute 28 seconds of round number 2. Omar, let me start with you this time. What was your impression on Kevin Holland's second bout at 170 pounds?
Kevin Holland is just fun, regardless of what ends up happening in a fight. He's going to be a good time. Luckily for him, and frankly for everybody else who likes him, he wins. And he tends to win in a fun way. It was a good fight, man. It was a scrap. Those boys came to trade and to slug it out. But I like Holland's approach at this point, right? He still talks in there for sure, but he's definitely in there with a purpose now. He's in there looking for things. He's in there setting things up. And the thing that I love the most is kind of his improvement in the grappling area, because Tim Means likes to dirty box, and he likes to come in and kind of close that distance. And Holland was able to break out of that and not get caught in that stuff and use his length to his advantage. And he pieced up Means for a little bit and got him to the point. I think Mark was the one who called it, and he picked him apart, got him right down to the ground, and was able to secure a nice little Darce choke, and it was all she wrote.
Nice. Mark, what was your assessment of Kevin Holland's second bout at welterweight?
I did call that round 2 club and sub, so props to your boy on that one. But yeah, I was going to say the same opening statement, which is that Kevin Holland is a lot of fun right now. And it feels like there might be a run underway here. Kevin Holland gets hit. He definitely gets hit. He did against Alex Oliveira. He did against Tim Means, but that's kind of part of the fun. Like at some point, maybe it's going to go the wrong way for him. But he goes in there to get in a fist fight and see who comes out as the better man. And lately that answer has been him. He did get hit some, as I said, but his speed was such a factor. He was landing super clean on Means because of it. Means was almost always having to react to what Holland was doing first. And he's really added some takedown defense and ability to get up off his back. And it's going to be interesting to see that going forward. I know Means is not like the greatest wrestler on earth, but he's got a tricky little takedown, back take sub game. Like we've seen it before. Mm-hmm. So it's nice little steps. We'll see how he stacks up against a true wrestler when we get there. But it looks promising right now, especially because Kevin Holland does, as he said in the post fight, he does have jiu-jitsu to fall back on as well. Like he's got his own sub game. Yeah. So he's a versatile guy. He's dangerous. He can finish you in a lot of ways. And he really feels like he is growing right now every time we see him, which for a while it felt like same Kevin Holland every fight. Lately, it seems like every time you see him, there's another layer. So, and he's maturing just mentally as well, which is big for him. So he looks really good at the moment.
Yeah, still playing Batman, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But man, welterweight. I mean, he's entering into welterweight as a former middleweight prospect and now sort of a welterweight. He has the attributes. This is what I'm trying to say. He has the attributes to really make some noise at 170 pounds. His 100%. Frame, his height, his length.
Yep.
It's going to be very interesting to see how he does going up into sort of the top 15 of the welterweight division. That being said, segue. Where do you guys think he goes from here at welterweight? Let's start with Omar this time. Give me a name.
So he called out Nate Diaz, and I don't hate it. Nate Diaz needs a fight, for God's sakes.
Nate Diaz.
Don't give the man a murderer. Don't give him Chimaev. Don't, you know what I mean? You're not going to give him Usman. You're not going to give him any of these people, right? So why not give him Kevin Holland? Literally, why not? It's a fun fight. People will tune in for that fight. It's a great way for Nate Diaz to go out. It's a fight Nate Diaz could technically win. It's a fight that Kevin Holland could very well win. I think it's a good time. I don't see why not.
Mark?
I love the idea of Holland against Nate Diaz. The problem is just that we know what is happening right now with the UFC, and it's that they want to give him someone that they're 100% sure is going to kill him so that his contract can be complete and his marketability can be down, and they can say, oh, Nate Diaz is done, and that'll be that. They do not want to risk him going out on a win and having buzz and choosing on his own will to leave the UFC. You already hear what Dana's been saying today. I don't know, or if you heard, he's like, yeah, like who, you know how Dana is. He builds up his guys. Now he's like, Nate Diaz is 1-4 in his last 4 fights. He probably should go fight Jake Paul. But if you know anything about what's going on, he can't go fight Jake Paul because Dana won't let him out of his contract. But he also won't book him in a fight because the only guy he wants him to fight is like Chimaev to make sure that he gets mauled. So the UFC is playing a game, and it's gone on way too long now. And it's actually starting to piss me off. Just give the guy a goddamn fight. But I don't think they're going to do it until they have someone that they think is going to maul him, and that person is not Kevin Holland.
And why can't they just why can't they resign him, win or lose?
Because
Nate Diaz.
He's leaving. He's trying to
Nate
leave.
Diaz
the
doesn't
UFC.
want.
He has told them he's
anymore.
not resigning. Yeah, that's why this is happening.
He should fight anybody.
It used to be they were trying to, back when the Poirier fight was happening, that they were telling him they wouldn't book the fight until he resigned. And he was explicitly like, I am not resigning. I'm going to fight Jake Paul. And since that's why this is playing out this way.
I mean, even if he gets crushed by somebody like a Chimaev, he's still Nate Diaz. Wherever he's going to go to Bellator, he's going to go to one.
But you know how Dana works. Like that's how if you tell Dana I want to be out of here, he tries to send you out looking as bad as he can. But that's what I'm saying. Like exactly what you just said. He is still Nate Diaz. Like it's not going to make a huge difference. Like just give him a fight and let this be over with.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Anyway,
let's move on.
As for Holland, he called out Sean Brady, which feels like a big jump and is maybe asking for Kevin Holland to lose. But if Sean Brady truly can't get anyone to say yes to him right now, which it seems like that's the case, then hell, you could do a lot worse than Kevin Holland. Like, I know Sean Brady might be thinking, oh, he's not even ranked yet, but like he was a ranked middleweight and he's a popular guy, and that's a lot of eyes on you. So that's not the worst matchup in the world. But if not Sean Brady, I would also love to see Michelle Pereira. I think that'd be a crazy one.
Oh
yeah.
Chiesa would be fun too, even though that's also kind of
It's actually good too.
a nice little gallop, but I think that'd be fun.
I mean, listen, it's not that crazy. Like Kevin Holland beat Jacare. Like I know he moved down and he's not ranked yet, but like it's not crazy to put him against these ranked welterweights. Like he's an established
you're right.
fighter.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't just beat Jacare. He knocked out Jacare from the bottom with a back fist.
That's what I mean. Like, this isn't some up and coming guy who hasn't done it yet. Like he knocked out Jacare. Like we can put him in there with someone.
Probably my favorite finish and highlight of his resume right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's move on. In the interest of time, let's keep going down this card.